This won't do. There we go. Let me pose you quickly. What's the most you would sacrifice for a loved one? Hypothetically, how far would you go? This is where we find young Isabella, a nun whose brother has been condemned to death. She abhors the crime he's committed, but yet seeks his pardon. Angelo, a young deputy, is the only man who can grant such forgiveness. But forgiveness for mortal sins comes at a hefty price.
When I pray and think, I think and pray to several subjects. Heaven hath my empty words, whilst my invention, hearing not my tongue, anchors on Isabel. Heaven in my mouth, as if I did only but chew his name, and in my heart the strong and swelling evil of my conception. The state whereon I study, it's like a good thing being often read, has grown feared and tedious. Oh place, oh form, how oft does with thy case thy habit wrench awe from fools, and tie the wiser souls to thy false seeming. Blood, thou art blood. Let's write good angel on the devil's horn. 'Tis not the devil's crest.
When Isabel, sister, desires access to you,
Teach her the way. Oh heavens, where does my blood thus muster to my heart, making it both unable for itself and dispossessing all other parts of necessary fitness? How now, fair maid?
I am come to know your pleasure.
That you might know it. It would much better please me than to demand what is. Your brother cannot live.
Even so, heaven keep your honor.
Yet, he may live a while. Maybe as long as you or I. Yet, he must die.
Under your sentence.
Yea.
When? I beseech you that in his reprieve, longer or shorter, he may be so fitted that his soul sicken not.
Fie these filthy vices. It were better to pardon him that hath from nature stolen a man already made, as to remit their saucy sweetness that do coin heaven's image in stamps that are forbid.
'Tis set down so in heaven, but not in earth.
Say you so? I shall pose you quickly. Which had you rather, that the most just law now took your brother's life, or to redeem him, giving up your body to that sweet uncleanness as she that he has stained?
Sir, believe this, I had rather give my body than my soul.
I talk not of your soul. Our compelled sins stand more for number than accompt.
How say you?
I'll not warrant that. For I can speak against the thing I say. Answer this.
I now, the voice of recorded law, pronounce a sentence on your brother's life. Might there not be a charity in sin to save this brother's life?
Please you to do it. I'll take it as a peril to my soul. It is no sin at all but charity.
It leads you to do it at the peril of your soul were equal to sin and charity.
That I do beg his life, if it be sin, heaven let me bear it. You granting of my suit, if that be sin, I'll make it my morn prayer, to have added to the faults of mine, and nothing of your answer.
Nay, but hear me, your sense pursues not mine. You are ignorant, or seem so craftily. That's not good.
Then let me be ignorant, and in nothing good, but graciously to know I am no better.
Its wisdom wishes to appear most bright when it doth tax itself. But mark, we perceive more plain, speak more gross. Your brother is to die.
So,
His offense is so counted to the law upon that pay.
true.
Admit no other way to save his life. As I subscribe not that, nor any other, but
In the loss of question, that you, his sister, finding yourself desired on such a person whose credit with the judge or own great place could fetch your brother from the manacles of all building law, and no earthly mean to save him, you must either lay down the treasures of your body to the supposed, or let him suffer. What would you do?
As much for my poor brother as myself. That is, were I under the terms of death, the impression of keen whips I'ld wear as rubies, and strip myself to death as to a bed that longing have been sick for, ere I'll yield my body up to shame.
then must your brother die.
And 'twere the cheaper way. Better it were a brother died at once than that a sister, by redeeming him, should die forever.
Are you not then as cruel as the sentence that you have slandered so?
Ignominy and ransom and free pardon are of two houses. Lawful mercy is nothing kin to foul redemption.
You seemed of late to make the law a tyrant, and prove the slighting of your brother a merriment and a vice.
Oh, forgive me, my lord, it oft falls out. To have what we would have, we speak not what we mean. I something do excuse the thing I hate for his advantage that I dearly love.
We are all frail.
Else let my brother die, if not a feudary, but only he owe and succeed thy weakness.
Nay, women are frail too.
Aye, as the glasses where they view themselves, which are as easy broke as they make forms. Women help heaven, men their creation mar, and profiting by them. Nay, call us 10 times frail, for we are soft as our complexions and credulous to false prints.
I think it well, and by the testimony of your own sex, since I suppose we are made to be no stronger than false men shake our frames. Let me be bold.
I do arrest your words. Be that you are a woman. If you're more, you're none. If you be one, show it now by putting on the destined livery.
I have no tongue but one. Gentle, my lord, let me entreat you speak the former language.
Plainly conceived. I love you.
My brother did love Juliet, and you tell me he shall die for it.
You shall not, Isabel, if you give me love.
I know your virtue hath license in it, which seems a little fouler than it is, to pluck on others.
Believe me, upon mine honor, my words express my purpose.
Little honor to be much believed in most pernicious purpose. Seeming! I will proclaim thee, Angelo, look for it. Sign me a present pardon for my brother, or with an outstretched throat I'll tell the world aloud what man thou art.
Who will believe thee, Isabel? The austereness of my life, my place at the state, my vouch against you will so your accusation overweigh that you shall stifle in your own report and smell of calumny. I have begun, and now I give my sensual race the rein. Fit thy consent to my sharp appetite, lay by all niceties and prolixous blushes which banish what they sue for. Redeem thy brother by yielding up thy body to my will, or else shall he not only die the death, but by thy unkindness shall his death draw out to lingering sufferance. answer me tomorrow, or by the affection that now guides me most, I will prove a tyrant to him. As for you, say what you can. My false overweighs your true.
To whom should I complain? Did I tell this? Who would believe me? O perilous mouths that bear in them one and the selfsame tongue, either of condemnation or approve, bidding the law make curtsy to their will, hooking both right and wrong to the appetite to follow as it draws. Alto, my brother, though he hath fallen by prompture of the blood, yet hath he in him such a mind of honor that had he 20 heads to tender down on 20 bloody blocks, he'd yield them up before his sister should her body stoop to such abhorred pollution. Then Isabel, live chaste, and brother die. More than our brother is our chastity. I'll tell him yet of Angelo's request, and fit his mind to death for his soul's rest.